If the teeth on your cogs have worn down, or you want to change your bike's gearing, you'll have to replace the cassette. You'll need a lock ring tool with a wrench to match, a chain whip or vice whip, and degreaser and grease. When you're buying a new cassette, make sure it's compatible with your hub. Check with an REI bike tech to make sure your new cassette will work. Start by removing your rear wheel and setting the axle aside. Set the wheel at your feet with the cassette facing out. Then put your lock ring tool in place and lay your chain whip over the cassette to hold it as you unscrew the lock ring from the hub. You can also hold the cassette with a vice whip. With the whip in your left hand and the wrench in your right, push down on both sides to loosen the lock ring. Once it's loose, you can unscrew the lock ring, carefully remove the old cassette, and set it aside. Before you install your new cassette, use degreaser to clean off any grime, but be sure not to get any inside the body of the free hub. Then apply a thin layer of grease to the outside. If your cassette came with spacers to adapt it to a larger hub, insert them first. Place the new cassette onto the free hub. Keep in mind that it will only go on one way, so look for the one thin spline on the hub and match it up with the one thin slot on the cassette. Make sure that any writing or markings on the cogs are facing away from the bike, and that the cogs go on from largest to smallest. Replace the lock ring on the cassette and tighten it until you hear a few clicks. Put the wheel back on the bike and finish by making sure that the gears shift normally. To recap, remove the rear wheel from the bike. Use the lock ring tool and chain whip to loosen and remove the cassette from the hub. Clean off the free hub and replace and tighten the new cassette.